What's good, Vikings Nation? Your purple bleeding brother is back with some earth-shattering news that's gonna make your head spin faster than a Justin Jefferson route. I'm talking about 3 massive developments that are about to shake the very foundation of our beloved Minnesota Vikings. And trust me when I say this, you're not ready for what's coming. We've got a defensive mastermind getting exposed by division rivals, a former starter who just betrayed us for our enemies down south, and a potential game-changing acquisition that could completely transform our special teams and backfield depth. The emotions are running high, Vikings Nation, and I can already feel the tension building in the air like a Minnesota winter storm. Listen up, Purple Warriors. If you're feeling that familiar Vikings anxiety creeping up your spine, you're not alone. We've been through the heartbreak, we've survived the disappointment, but we always come back stronger. Hit that like button if you're ready to ride or die with this team no matter what chaos unfolds, and smash that subscribe button because you know we're about to break down every single detail that could make or break our 2025 season. But here's what's got me absolutely fired up and simultaneously terrified. Our defensive coordinator, the man we trusted to be our defensive savior, is getting schooled by a quarterback who's basically treating our secondary like his personal playground. The division rival Lions have found our kryptonite, and the way they're talking about it is making my purple blood boil. This cat and mouse game has turned into a full-blown nightmare, and we need to talk about it right now. Are you ready to dive deep into this madness, Vikings Nation? Because what I'm about to reveal will either fill you with hope or send you into a complete panic. Let's get into it. Jared Goff, yes, that same quarterback who was supposed to be a journeyman, is out here bragging about having the upper hand against our defensive mastermind, Brian Flores. Vikings Nation, this is the kind of disrespect that should have every single one of us seeing red. This man had the audacity to go on Netflix's quarterback series and basically give the entire football world a masterclass on how to destroy our defensive schemes. He's talking about our cover zero blitzes like he's reading a children's book, breaking down our pressure packages like he's some kind of defensive coordinator himself. The disrespect is real and it's cutting deep. I say I've had the upper hand the last couple of years, Goff said with that smug confidence that makes me want to throw my remote through the TV screen. He completed 49 of 58 passes for 501 yards against us last season. 511 yards, Vikings Nation. That's not just beating us, that's absolutely demolishing everything Brian Flores has been building. The Lions swept us 31-29 and 31-9, taking the NFC North crown and the #1 seed while we watched from our couches. They turned our chaotic defensive schemes into their personal highlight reel. And now Goff is essentially giving other teams the blueprint to do the same thing. This isn't just about losing games. This is about our defensive identity getting completely exposed on national television. But here's what's really eating at me, Vikings Nation. Goff admitted that Flores got him a couple of times early in his career. That means our defensive coordinator had the answers, but somehow we've lost that edge. How do you go from having a quarterback's number to becoming his favorite matchup? We've got 2 more games against this Lions team coming up, November 2nd and Christmas Day. And if we don't figure out how to counter their adjustments, we're looking at another season of division disappointment. But wait, there's more chaos coming your way. Just when you thought things couldn't get any more frustrating, here comes the gut punch that's got me questioning everything. Jonathan Bullard, the defensive end who started 17 games for us last season, has officially signed with the New Orleans Saints. This man was grinding in the trenches for Vikings Nation, and now he's taking his talents to the NFC South. Let me paint you the picture of this betrayal, Purple Warriors. Bullard wasn't just some bench warmer collecting a paycheck. This was a key contributor to our defensive line rotation. He was out there for every single game last season, bringing that veteran leadership and pass rush experience that you can't just replace overnight. The Saints snatched him up because he's reuniting with defensive coordinator Brandon Staley, who coached him back in Chicago. So not only are we losing a solid contributor, but he's joining a team that's building something special down in New Orleans. They just signed quarterback Tyler Shaw to a fully guaranteed deal, and now they're adding pieces like Bullard to create a legitimate playoff contender. This is the harsh reality of the NFL. Vikings Nation. Players we invest in, players we cheer for, Players who bleed purple for an entire season can just walk away and strengthen our competition. Well, Bullard's departure leaves another hole in our depth chart that we're going to have to address, and it's happening at the worst possible time. The Saints are trending upward while we're dealing with defensive schemes getting exposed and key players walking out the door. But before you completely lose hope, there's one more piece of news that could change everything for our special teams and offensive depth. Vikings Nation, hold on to your purple jerseys because this final piece of news might be exactly what we need to turn this chaos into championship energy. Nyheim Hines, the former Bills and Colts dynamo, has announced he's ready to return to the NFL after 2 years away from the game, and we should be the first team calling his agent. This man is a special teams weapon and a pass-catching specialist who could solve multiple problems for our roster. Think about it. We haven't re-signed punt returner Brandon Powell, and Ty Chandler has been completely uninspiring as our kick returner. Hines has returned. Kicks and punts for touchdowns, Vikings Nation. He's got 2 kick return touchdowns and 2 punt return touchdowns on his resume. But it's not just about the return game. This man is a legitimate offensive weapon. He's caught passes for 1,178 yards and 8 touchdowns throughout his career, making him one of the premier third down specialists in the league. With Aaron Jones and Jordan Mason leading our backfield, Hines could be that perfect change of pace player who creates mismatches in the passing game. I think I can go out there today and help a team win, Hines declared with the confidence of a man who's been through adversity and come out stronger. He survived a near-fatal jet ski accident that cost him 2 seasons, but he's ready to prove that his story isn't over. This is the kind of warrior mentality the Vikings Nation can respect and rally behind. Here's what's got me most excited. Hines could be the competition that Ty Chandler desperately needs. Chandler has been replaced twice in 2 seasons, dropping from RB2 to RB3 both times. Maybe some legitimate competition for the 3rd running back spot, and return duties is exactly what we need to elevate our entire special teams unit. The man is fast, he's quick, and he's ready to prove that he belongs back in the purple and gold. Vikings Nation, this could be the low-risk, high-reward move that transforms our season. While other teams are spending big money on free agents, we could be getting a proven playmaker who's hungry to prove himself all over again. Vikings Nation, the choice is yours. Are we going to let the Lions continue disrespecting our defense? Are we going to sit back and watch former players strengthen our competition? Or are we going to make the smart moves, bring in game changers like Nyheim Hines, and show the entire NFL that purple pride runs deeper than any setback? Hit that like button. If you believe in this team's ability to overcome any obstacle, comment below with your thoughts on whether we should sign Hines immediately, and subscribe because this season is going to be an absolute roller coaster of emotions. The storm is coming, Vikings Nation, but we've weathered worse. Skull. What move do you think will have the biggest impact on our season? Solving the Lions problem, replacing Bullard's production, or signing Nyheim Hines?